Wanna be free of this heart. Yeah. Wanna feel your arms up.
Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you and going through my budget. So I'm already at Paycheck 2. It's been one whole day. We had several things happen all at once in the first 2 days of the month of June, and I'm just trying to keep it straight. So on my bill calendar, I have back here payday, which includes our military retirement, VA disability, and rent was on paycheck 1, and paycheck 2 starts here. It's my husband's salary check, and that is on the 2nd. So the first and second days of the month. This month is really intense because I have a lot going on. So let's go ahead and get into the paycheck 2 budget and look at all the numbers, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so I've zoomed in just a little bit here and I'm showing you my paycheck 1. On day 1 of June, my husband's pay came in. The only difference from what I just showed you a minute ago to now was there was 2 pennies in dividends. That is a credit union bank account that we have, and they give you dividends, very small amounts, but I want to account for it so my budget's not thrown off with those pennies. I have to have exact numbers. I'm not one that can round up or round down and everything be okay. It has to balance. If it doesn't, it freaks me out. So I did round it up. I did add the 2 pennies, and here is my new balance from paycheck 1. I've already kind of closed this out off camera and everything like that. So as the transactions came in today, these are the numbers I have. So I'll push this up just a little bit, and I have a total balance forward. Balance forward means to me whatever cash was sitting in the checking account the day before the deposits hit, that is what I need to have here. So I can take that number and balance it forward to the new paycheck. I am not doing a 1-day weekly check-in today or this week, so it's just this paycheck video, but I will show you a lot of things that happen. I went ahead and did my weekly check-in, and just to show you week 1, I spent, let me show you my spending tracker as well. So here's the spending tracker. So my husband, I did not know on the Thursday where I closed out the month of May. I used one of the stickers that I had for that. And this is May. This is the previous month. This is Wednesday. This is June 1st here. But my husband did get gas, and I needed to account for that. So I have gas, and I have a little bit of groceries. This morning I did a grocery pickup for $45.53, and then I ordered Sara Marie stickers. I was running low on these expense stickers, so I ordered a bunch of those, plus a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, I just love her stickers and her shop. So I spent $94.58. That is where I'm at as far as what I spent. And then I'm going to start this upcoming next week on next Thursday when I do my weekly check-in, because I run my weeks from Friday to Thursdays to match the paydays. Then I will just start here on the 2nd, and anything that we purchase this week will go there. I did fill out my weekly check-in, which gave me my paycheck 1 numbers, and that's where the numbers came from. I did change the budget. So if you watched my monthly video, I had less money. I had $220 and decided to increase from $1,100 a month to $1,450. So $1,450 for the entire month for groceries. It's June. Everybody's out and in the sun, and I thought, you know, the budget should really reflect that. If we're going to be out and we're going to cook out and we're going to invite friends over, we're going to buy more groceries, we're going to do more things, and it's going to fall in those categories, or improve some things in the house for our household stuff. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and make sure I had enough in the budget, and I did do that. So now let's go ahead and go back to paycheck. Oh, wrong page. Paycheck 1. And here we go. So those numbers are right here. Here's my actual, what we spent, $4,886.71 is what we got deposited, and then what came out, included in the mortgage, Spectrum, Roth IRA, a couple tithings, and then a HelloFresh. That was $3,085.92. Move that up so you can see that a little bit better. And then down here, a balance forward of $1,622.16. So that was a lot to get through this morning. Okay, so now I need to take this balance forward. I'm going to put it here at the top because that was the money in the checking account. And that was $1,622.16. Now, I'm going to put the estimate, but it's going to be same as actual. Sometimes it happens so close together, it doesn't change much. What does change is if I have money from other sources that come in. So that stayed the same. The salary is $2,552.36. And that is an actual. That doesn't change. This is after taxes and Roth and all those things. All right. I'm going to put 0 because we're just estimating right now for Paycheck 2 because we're only in day 1 of Paycheck 2 and I don't know what all is going to happen. But if any other income comes in, I will put it here in the actual. So we're going to total this Paycheck 2 budget right here. Make sure I don't get too much of a glare. There we go. And here are the numbers. All right, so my husband is getting in $4,174.52. I can say in the other, there will be a transfer, and it will be reflected down here with the vehicle property tax. I have not transferred the money yet, which is why I have not put it down. But once I do, then everything will be balanced because I haven't actually paid this. I just know it's coming. So now we're going to go ahead and fill in what we need for all these amounts. So our Dr. Odell, I actually have him twice on here because it happens once a week and this is Paycheck 2. It's a 2-week. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in those 2 amounts. I hope that's okay. $70. And $70. There we go. I should have done it like this with the 2 check boxes, but I didn't. So Dr. Odell is our chiropractor, and I pay $45 for myself. My husband, as a veteran, pays $25 for chiropractic care, and we go at least once a week. Humana Health is my son's insurance, $570. And that keeps him under TRICARE with us and takes care of his needs. My husband's music subscription, I need my notes over here, $953. And then I transfer $171 every paycheck period for my Roth IRA that I'm saving up for next January. I've already contributed all of what I want to spend, or all I can contribute this year at that $6,500, and then I'm going to have the same amount for next year. I'm just saving it up one paycheck at a time. And then here we go, $599 for Paramount Plus. Our tithe to our church is $256. This is the tithe from the salary. AT&T is, let's see, I don't have this one memorized. Here we go, $261.90. And this might go up. I'm not sure what I want to do. I need a new phone. So I don't know if I'm going to lease one or if I'm going to buy one straight out or how that's going to work. Still contemplating that one. My battery capacity is dropped. And I got it in 2000. It's 3 years old. So it might have been 2019. It might have been, I can't remember. So anyways, that's when I got the iPhone 11, and I kind of need I don't want an upgrade, but I kind of need to upgrade it a little bit. Greater Europe Mission, that's what GEM stands for, are supporting missionaries overseas, and that's $256.75. And then HP Instant Ink is for my printer. That's $6.35. Geico is $169.05. And that might change. I don't know when they refresh that. So those are the fixed expenses. So HelloFresh I have twice, and it is $69.93 times 2, and that's $139.86. So that's what I'm going to put here for budgeted, $139.86. And then as the boxes come each week, I'll just check them off. And if I need to change the amount because I skipped a week or something like that, I can change that over here. The electric, I actually know the actual amount. So originally I had a budgeted $200 in my monthly budget, but I'm just going to go ahead and put the actual here because it usually shows up right before the first of the month. And I am showing $146.14. Now these are real numbers. Like, if you track it, you can tell how much I spend and how much we pay in bills. So our water was down. We were out of town for the weekend and it dropped it to $38. It's normally $50, but it's $38.13. And that's the actual amount. I normally budget 50 or 55, depending on how much water. I know we just bought a pool that off of Amazon, and that pool is a over 500 gallon capacity, and so we're going to be filling that up, just hooking hose up and filling it up. So our water bill is going to be really high, and I got to figure out where that money's coming from soon. So wait for that one. But yeah, we'll just pay for it. It's no problem. Okay, grocery household. So as you can see here, I'm balancing forward, or not balancing forward. It shows here I have $300 and I used $45.53. Okay, so now, and that gives me $254.47. So that balances over to Paycheck 2. But Paycheck 2 is 2 weeks, and my weekly check-in says each week is $300 that I'm going to give myself to use in the budget. So I'm going to add $600, and that's going to give me $854.47. So that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I just want to make sure we have enough for all the activities. My son's birthday is this month, and I'll be buying food for that, and we're having a little party for him with family. So I just want to make sure I have enough. Yeah, like I said, I increased the budget for the whole month. So but if you look at the calendar, this is for 14 days. So the 2nd through the 15th, that's half the month right there. So that's really not, if you divide it by 2 weeks, that gives you $427 a week is what we're averaging right now. It's a little high. I prefer to do $350, and sometimes I could do $250 a week, but right now we're doing $427. It's the summer, and I just want to make sure there's plenty of money in the groceries and not have to think about it. That's the key for me. I really don't want to worry about it. I just want to go shop, come home, and be good, and be done with it. So that's that. Restaurants, I kept at $600 this month for the entire month. So this means I didn't spend any last week, so I had $120 for restaurants, and so now that means I have $120 per week, and for each weekly check-in, so it's 3 times $120, and that gives me $360, and that should be plenty for eating out. I'm trying not to eat out too much. Let's see here. The next thing we have is miscellaneous, and I did spend in miscellaneous, and I bought stickers. It's my happy place, so I spent $94.58, and that was $120. $94.58. There we go. And then we're just going to add 2 weeks of $120 for miscellaneous, and that'll give me what I need here, plus $120, plus $120, and that gives me $265.42. And I think that'd be plenty. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Gasoline, I have here in my notes 141. We did get gas, and I'm averaging, let's see, 141.48. That's what it is. I'm trying to find my notes on what gas is. I don't have that written down. Anyway, so 141.48 divided by 2 weeks, and that gives me about $70 for the next 2 weeks, and that should be plenty in case we want to take a drive, go to a festival or a county fair, or go. There are lots of national parks where we live, so there's a lot of things we could be doing. So co-pays, I'm doing $90, there's $90 in that. $30 from Paycheck 1 and then $60 for Paycheck 2 combined. 0 unbudgeted. We'll see what happens there. Vehicle property tax. I want to include this here because I know the actual number. $287.17. I did not know it when I did my monthly budget, and all I did was, and I'll show you really quick, when I have something come up that's not in the monthly, I just go back and add 0 to the budgeted and then put the actual number down once I know what the actual number is, and that keeps me on track. I actually don't close out with the monthly, I close out with Paycheck 3, so it just makes more sense to me than going back and look at everything. You don't really need to see it all. You just need to know where you're at. Okay, so now I have all these numbers down. I'm going to total my fixed expenses and come up with a number. Then I'm going to total my variable, and then I'll be right back.
More than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow. Yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight?
Okay, I am back. So these are my total numbers here. I have $1,846.57 here, and then I have $2,322.67 here. This included a few more items that could have been on fixed expenses, but I moved them over to variable just to fit it all on the page and make it look nice. That's basically the only reason why I do this. Otherwise, I would just have this one long list. I really wouldn't care at all. So I'm going to take this estimated income, and I'm going to subtract these two numbers, and I'm going to come up with, as soon as I'm going to come up with an estimate or the balance, budgeted balance, and then I'm going to put the actuals here that I actually am going to balance forward, and I'll use these sticky notes. So $4,174.52 minus the $1846.57 and minus the $2322.67. Alrighty. Wow, it came so close. $5.28 is what I'm showing here. That's pretty close. 528. Now, there's a lot of flexibility here because these are variable and I may not spend them all. And that's okay. And then I can increase it. Now, I do know I'm going to add $287.17. So back in later, I just haven't done it yet. So $287.17. I want to do that on the day I actually do the online part for the vehicle property tax. And so really an estimate of $294 or $292.45 will be left over at the end of the month. That's just not how I have the numbers arranged right just yet. So that's okay. But even if I don't transfer that money and I use the buffer, the checking account, I still have $5.28 that can be used, and there you go. Okay, so that's Paycheck 2 budget, and everything's ready to go. I know my spending categories, which is the most important part to me, because as far as I'm concerned, all this money is already left for this budgeted amount for the fixed expenses. It's the grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, that part I need to know, and copay. to make sure I have everything taken care of, and as long as I didn't go over in any of these other numbers and they didn't change, we are good to go. But I have a pretty decent buffer in the checking account, I think, with the $292.45, because I do know I'm going to transfer that. I just haven't done it yet. And I hate marking things down that I haven't done yet. So I forgot to check that off. So that is my budget. Paycheck 2 is done for the estimate and the actuals. I'll see you in a couple weeks for that. Again, there's no weekly check-in this week. There will be one next week, so I will see you there for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
Think about you every time. I remember that it's over. Yeah. You never break, you never lie. You're never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind.